some little girls chanting Hare Krishna while collecting cow dung. Let's see. And when the disciple hired a rickshaw, the skinny old driver chanted Hare Krishna all the way back to the ashram. Meeting his guru, the disciple expressed a doubt about the Maha Mantra. Gurudev, what kind of secret have you given me that is known to every washerman, rickshaw driver, and little girl in India? Is this really the most confidential secret of bhajan? Instead of a long explanation, the Guru handed the disciple a precious jewel and said, show this jewel to the washerman, the rickshaw driver, and the little girl, and see if they appreciate its value. The disciple then showed the valuable jewel to the illiterate washermen, but they could not detect the value of the jewel. They said they would gladly accept it and use it for beating their dirty cloth. The disciple refused to give them the gem, saying, you have to pay the proper price for it. A stone or a piece of wood is sufficient for beating dirty cloth. Upon seeing the jewel, the rickshaw driver said, since it is a little rough, I think it is just suitable for scraping off the dry skin from my feet. Are you crazy? Said the disciple as he walked on to show the village girls. Failing to recognize the jewel's true worth, the girls said, we could use the jewel to pack cow dung. The disciple again left and met his guru and said, Gurudev, nobody wanted to pay the proper price for the jewel, nor could anyone appreciate the great value of the gem. Yes, in the same ways, said the Guru, most people cannot appreciate the value of the holy name. For this reason, they are indifferent to the chanting of Hare Krishna. The Hare Krishna mantra is an open secret that is revealed only to the qualified. Now this next verse here, I'll just read the verse and then we can continue reading. Cheto darpanam marjanam pavanam mahadavapi nirvapanam shreya kailava chandrika vikaranam vidyavada jivanam anandam buddhivaranam pratikaram purnam vita svadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna, which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. What will happen next, or, how are the children doing? So many thoughts are coming. But in the chanting of the mantra, we have to keep the mind on the mantra in order to have the mantra release the mind from its material engagement. If we don't let the mantra work by focusing the mind, controlling the mind, then the mantra will be only partially effective. So we're trying to get the maximum benefit from the chanting. So there is one line here, a statement, that we should think about, especially when we chant japa. Just try to hear yourself chanting one mantra. As you're chanting one mantra, just try to hear yourself as you're chanting that mantra. If you focus your thoughts in that way, on the hearing what you're saying, then it will be effective. It will be most effective. That is the beginning step. So what mood should we approach the chanting of Hare Krishna with? How do we approach that? What is our mood? So perhaps you can read the next part, the last line on that page. Similarly, Krishna is always ready.
Krishna will help you chant with love, if you chant with love. Similarly, Krishna is always ready to help us, provided we are also ready to cooperate with him. If we cooperate with him, what Krishna desires, if we want to do little, immediately Krishna will help you. If you work 1%, Krishna will help you 10%. Again, if you work 1%, Krishna will help you another 10%. But the cent percent credit you get by the help of Krishna. If you are engaged Satsang 24 hours without any other engagement, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, giving up all other nonsense business, simply if you are engaged in Krishna's business, Preeti Purvakam, with love, not as hackneyed, oh here is the duty, chanting Hare Krishna. Alright, Hare Krishna, not like that. With Preeti, with love, chant every name, Hare Krishna and here. Here is Krishna, here is Radharani. That kind of chanting quality, not Hare Krishna, not like that. Preeti. That preeti is required. That is the essential quality.
There are some benefits to chanting. We all want to know benefits. So let us read a few of those things. Who would like to read that?
The benefits of chanting. Srila Rupa Goswami says that the distress from sinful activities are due both to the sins themselves and to the sins committed in our past life. Generally, one commits sinful activities due to ignorance, but ignorance is no excuse for avoiding the reaction sinful activities. Sinful activities are of two kinds, those which are mature and those which are not mature. The sinful activities of which we are suffering at the present moment are called mature. The many sinful activities stored within us for which we have not yet suffered are considered immature. For example, a man may have committed criminal acts but not yet have been arrested for them. Now, as soon as he is detected, arrest is awaiting him. Similarly, for some of our sinful activities, we are awaiting distress in the future, and for others, which are mature, we are suffering at the present moment. In this way, there is a chain of sinful activities, and there
Concomitant.
And the conditioned soul is suffering life after life due to these sins. He is suffering in the present life the results of sinful activities from his past life, and he is meanwhile creating further suffering for his future life. Bhakti
Rasamrita Sindhu, chapter 1. So let me ask a question. Can anyone give a obvious sign that somehow we've been involved with some sins in the past? I say anyone can give a sign how we know we've had committed sinful activity in the past.
Not chanting Krishna's name.
Okay, that's one thing, but this is even more obvious.
The fact that we took a human birth.
The fact that we have a body. These material bodies make us resident of this material world. And the material world is for those people that are not ready to be in the spiritual world, where only Krishna and those who are following and loving Krishna exist. So the fact that we even have this body, just like in a prison, anyone has a prison suit, you know he's a prisoner. There's no question. You know, did he commit a crime? He's wearing the suit, he's a prisoner. So similarly, we are all indicated by our bodies that we have done something in the past. What it is, we may not know, but we have done something. Now, there's a further understanding. Sometimes we think sinful is something terrible. He broke some law. He did something, some violent act or something. But actually the Vedas define that even good things are bad. Because if you do something good, you're waiting for a good result. And to enjoy the good result, what do you need? You need a body. So those things keep us separate from Krishna. Those things are called sinful. They may be good or they may be bad. So then there's another statement here. Papa tapa sabadure jave sara mora moi samsara habe Karakono boy nahi rabe, dube sukir patere. By chanting the holy name, all your sinful reactions and material miseries will be cast far away. This world will become full of wonderful meaning for you, and there will be no more fear. You will be immersed in the ocean of pure joy. Then the next one is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam. So usually we ask a couple of questions. I don't want to extend this too long, but I had a couple of questions here. Can anyone describe the relative power of Krishna, Rama, and Vishnu's name?
100 Vishnu names is equal to 1. Sorry, 1000 Vishnu names is equal to 1 Rama. 3 times Rama, and 3 times Rama is equal to 1 Krishna.
1 Krishna, okay. And who can list 3 benefits of chanting? Or even 1 benefit, let's make it easy. Cleanses our heart, okay. Very good.
Recovering from our sinful activities.
It frees us from the results of our sinful activities.
It's a kind of exercise for the internal organs, I can say.
For what?
For internal organs like lungs, you know.
Yeah.
It's a kind of exercise at the same time. You don't feel the benefit, but ultimately you get the benefit by chanting, you know. You achieve 2 things.
So there's a material benefit that
Purifying the heart.
helps
I
the
mean,
body.
it's,
and the heart.
yeah, I mean, like, it will make sure the internal engineering is in good shape
Okay.
for the given body, you know. I mean, on the side you have this advantage as well, you know. You don't realize that, but you will definitely get benefit out of it, you know.
Okay.
Your lungs will become more powerful by chanting.
Oh yes. Anything else? How about some disadvantages, some problems that come if you don't chant? Anybody can name 1 or 2?
Faithlessness, ego,
Crookedness.
Lack of belief.
What's that?
Lack of trust, lack of belief.
Lack of faith, lack of belief. Yes, we don't actually believe Krishna will help us. That Krishna, we don't believe fully in Krishna. What else? Anything else? Anger and greed. These are very difficult. Krishna says they're very difficult to overcome. But Krishna's giving us his name to overcome. He said in the Bhagavad Gita, right? He says lust, anger, greed, they're our enemies. But how do we overcome our enemies? He gives us this name. Alright, and what is the main obstacle to chanting well, chanting properly?
Lack of concentration.
Lack of concentration,
Lack of commitment.
lack of commitment, attachments,
mind wandering.
mind wandering. Very good. Very good. And can anyone give that 1 brief statement, 1 sentence, how to chant? You read that. See if you could do it. With what?
With love.
Preeti.
With love.
Preeti, love, yes, that's the mood. But how about what are we physically doing?
You have to hear while you chant.
You have to simply hear 1 mantra at a time.